There is a single word in your prayer life that changes everything. It is so small you have probably never noticed it. But Jesus built his entire relationship with the Father around it. And once you see it, you will never pray the same way again. That word is the difference between the word to and the word with. Most believers spend their whole lives talking to God. Very few ever learn to talk with him. And the gap between those two things is the reason so many people feel like they pray into an empty room. They send the words up. Nothing seems to come back down. And slowly, quietly, they begin to wonder if anyone is really listening at all. Today, I want to show you what Jesus understood that most of us have missed. Because the goal was never for you to speak at heaven. The goal was for you to walk with heaven. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you are going to understand why your prayers have felt one-sided and exactly how to change it. So let's begin. Talking to God treats prayer as a transaction. Talking with God treats prayer as a relationship. Think about how most people were taught to pray. You come to God with a list. You have needs, you have fears, you have requests, so you present them. You say your words, you say amen, and you leave. It feels a little like walking up to a counter, placing your order, and waiting to see if it gets filled. There is nothing sinful about bringing your requests to God. Philippians 4 tells us plainly to make our requests known to him. But notice something. A request is only the beginning of a conversation, not the whole of it. If the only time you ever spoke to a friend was to ask them for something, and then you walked away the moment you finished asking, you would not really have a friendship. You would have a transaction. And here's what Jesus revealed that changes everything. In John chapter 15, verse 15, he says to his disciples, "I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends." Sit with that for a moment. A servant talks to a master. A servant receives orders, delivers, reports, and waits for instruction. But a friend talks with you. A friend knows what is on your heart. A friend lingers. A friend listens. Jesus is saying the entire nature of the relationship has changed. You were not invited into servanthood that speaks upward and hopes. You were invited into friendship that walks alongside. So the first question is not, am I praying enough? The first question is, am I relating, or am I only requesting? Talking to God is a monologue. Talking with God is a dialogue. This is the part almost no one is taught. We treat prayer as something we perform. We do the talking, and God does the listening. But that is only half of a conversation. In fact, it is the half that any stranger could do. A dialogue requires two things. You speak, and then you become quiet enough to receive. And this is exactly where most prayer lives break down. Not because people don't talk to God, but because they never stop talking long enough to hear from him. Look at what happened to the prophet Elijah in 1 Kings chapter 19. Elijah was exhausted, afraid, and ready to give up.